What's up, everybody? It's Pac-Man from Drunk Monkey Garage. I apologize we haven't gotten any videos out in the last couple of weeks, but we've been really busy. We've been attending a few bike shows and winning some awards, and it's been a lot of fun. But now we're going to get back to the painting and getting some content out there for you guys. Behind me, I have the second mailbox that we're working on. If you remember the last time we left off, we had this thing metal flaked with silver metal flake and a base coat of limeline coarse silver base coat on it. So what I did off camera was taped off the first set of flames that we're going to do. I've got that matched on both sides, as you can see here. And what we're going to do now is tape off the second set of flames and get the silver taped off and put down some candies. So over the past couple of weeks, I made an investment in a couple of new airbrushes. The first one I got was the Picasso. It's a trigger type airbrush off of Amazon. It comes with a 0.8 and a 0.5 tip. Looks like a really comfortable gun. I haven't used it yet. We're going to try it out on this project here. The other one I got is basically a mini gun. It is the Mobius TG from Gaahleri. This one has a fan tip on it. And what I really like about it is I was able to purchase an adapter so that I can use my disposable cup system on this. I ordered this from Spray Gunner. They're good, pretty good company. They shipped it out pretty quick, and I was very happy with everything I received from them. So we're going to try this one out on this project as well. With the fan tip, you get a really wide spray pattern on this. I'm really excited about this one because the ability to use the disposable cup system is going to allow me to lay down a lot more paint and get a lot more coverage. So that being said, I think what we're going to do today is finish taping off the second set of flames and then get this silver background taped off so that we can start laying some candies. So I knew I was going to be leaving this sit for a week or two. So what I did was I took this orange tape and just locked down my edges, my points here, so they wouldn't peel up. So we're going to take those off. I'm peeling these from the wider edge to the point. That way I'm not peeling up the tips of the flames. There we go. So at this point, I'm going to take my 1/8 inch tape. We'll close that up. And take my 1/8 inch tape. We're going to start laying out another set of flames. This set here will be blue, along with the front of the mailbox. We're going to do a blue in here with some stars on the front. And then this next set of flames that I'm going to do is going to be red. And that will leave the silver metal flake as the background. So I spared everybody the agony of watching me tape this off for 3 hours. Got my first flame pattern taped out. I cut out some star stencils on my Cricut. And I mixed up a small batch of the candy blue from Limeline. It is a candy concentrate that you mix into a clear base coat. So I've got that mixed up. We're going to try out the Mobius, the new fan pattern airbrush. We're going to try that out and see how we like it. Like I said, I did order the adapter that allows me to put the PPS cups on it. These are the PPS 1 cups. I did get some small cups that I can mix up the small batches in. So we're going to get in the booth. We're going to spray down some candy blue and see how this Mobius works out. I do like the ergonomics on this thing. It's almost like holding a regular paint spray gun. The only difference is it's a lot smaller. May take me a little while to get used to this. If you look closely, there is a air nozzle adjustment here, so you can fine tune your air pressure. I do have that turned all the way out, and I am using my small compressor that I use for my airbrushes. So we're going to get this going and test it out and see how we like it. So I'm really liking the Mobius TG. It's a great little gun. Like I said, it is just like a mini gun, more than it is like an airbrush. It's putting out a 3 to 4 inch fan pattern, and it's laying this paint down just as nice as it can. It's perfect for candies on smaller projects. I'm just loving it. So I'm gonna put my mask back on, and we're gonna get probably the last layer of blue candy on here. So our blue candy flames are done. We cut out some star stencils to put on here to add stars to it. The next set of flames we're going to do are going to be red. So it's going to be kind of a hot rod themed American flag thing going on. The candy blue I used was from Limeline. It's their transparent blue candy concentrate. Just mix that with a little bit of their base coat binder. I did use a new tool today, which is the Gaahleri Mobius TG. This is an awesome little airbrush, if you want to call it that. It's got the fan tip on it, which gives it a 3 to 4 inch spray pattern, but it is a 0.5 tip, which allows you to lay down the candy in a much thinner pass. I love using the little beast from American Dream, but for this project, it just laid it down a little too heavy for me. So this was a great compromise between just using an airbrush and the minigun. It wasn't terribly expensive either. I think I paid $130 for this from spraygunner.com. And one thing I will say is, and this is not a knock on Gaahleri or Spray Gunner, the adapter that I got does leak a little bit. It works, but it does leak a little bit. So you got to keep an eye on it, make sure you're not dripping any paint. With that said, this adapter is actually for the Grex Mini Airbrush. So it wasn't made or designed specifically for the Mobius, but it does work. Might put a little bit of Teflon tape on there to see if I can seal that thread up a little more. I think what's going on is the threads on the adapter aren't quite as long as the threads on the cup that came with the trigger airbrush. But it worked. I just had to keep an eye on it, make sure if any paint was dripping, wiped it off so it wouldn't drip on my paint job. It sprayed out the candy phenomenally. It was the perfect amount and the perfect spray pattern for this project. So I'll put the links down to all the products I used today, to this airbrush. I do have another airbrush that I ordered off of Amazon. I've just started playing with this. I haven't really used it on anything yet. Just kind of playing around with it, getting used to it. So if we start using that, I'll put a link to that in that video. So we're going to call this video done for today. Like I said, next step is we're going to put a coat of clear on this to protect the blue flames. And then I'll retape off what are going to be the red flames, and that'll be in the next video. So that's going to do it for today. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and hit that bell icon for notification of future videos. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. We've got another bike show that we're going to be doing in September. So stay tuned for that. And until then, cheers.